Hello, Collective. I just wanted to read a little bit from the word of the Bible of Lamentations 1, number 2, page 864. How the Lord has covered daughter Zion with a cloud of his anger. He has hurled down a splendor of Israel from heaven to earth. He has not remembered his footstool in the day of his anger. Without pity, the Lord has swallowed up all the dwellings of Jacob. In his wrath, he has torn down the strongholds of daughter Judah. He has brought her kingdom and its princes down to the ground in dishonor. In fierce anger, he has cut off every horn of Israel. He has withdrawn his right hand at the approach of the enemy. He has burnt in Jacob like a flaming fire that consumes everything around it. Like an enemy, it has strung his bow. His right hand is ready. Like a foe, he has slain. All who were pleasing to the eye, he has poured out his wrath like fire on the tent of daughter Zion. The Lord is like an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all the places and destroyed her strongholds. He has multiplied mourning and lamentations of daughter of Judah. He has laid waste his dwelling like a garden. He has destroyed his place of meeting. The Lord has made Zion forget her appointed festivals and in her Sabbaths. In his fierce anger, he has spurred both king and priests. The Lord has rejected his altar and abandoned his sanctuary. He has given the walls of her places into the hands of the enemy. They have raised a shout in the house of the Lord, as on the day of an appointed festival. The Lord determined to tear down the walls around daughter Zion. He stretched out a measuring line and did not withhold his hand from destroying. He made the ramparts, the walls lament. Together they wasted away. Her gates have sunk into the ground. Their bars have been broken and destroyed. Her king and the princes are exiled among the nations. The law is no more, and her prophets no longer find visions from the Lord. The elders of the daughter Zion sits on the ground in silence. They have sprinkled dust on their heads. They have on sackless clothes. The young woman from Jerusalem has bowed her head to the ground. My eyes fill from weeping. I am in torment within. My heart is poured out to the ground because my people are destroyed, because children and infants faint in the streets of the city. They said to their mothers, "Where is the bread and wine?" As they faint like they are wounded in the streets and the city, as their lives ebb away in the mother's arms. What can I say for you? With what can I compare you, daughter Jerusalem? What can I liken you, that I may comfort you? Virgin daughter Zion, your wound is as deep as the sea. Who can heal you? The vision of your prophets was false and worthless. They did not expose your skin to ward off your capacity. The prophets they gave you were false and misleading. Just bear with me, I'm turning the page. All who pass your way clap their hands at you. They scoff and shake their heads. The daughter of Jerusalem, is this the city that was called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All your enemies open their mouths wide against you. They scoff and gnash their teeth. They say, "We have swallowed her up. This is the day that we have been waiting for. We have lived to see. The Lord has done what he planned. He has fulfilled his word, which he decreed long ago. He has overthrown you without pity. He let the enemy gloat over you. He has exalted the horn from your foes. The heart of the people cry out to the Lord. You walls of daughter Zion, you let the tears flow like a river day and night. You give yourself no relief, your eyes no rest. Arise, cry out in the night, and the watches of the night begin. Pour out your heart like water in the presence of the Lord. Lift up your hands to him, for he lives in your children who faint from hunger and every street corner. Lord, look and consider whom you have ever treated like this. Should women eat from offspring, the children they have cared for? Should priests and prophets be killed in the sanctuary of the Lord? Young and old lie together, L-I-E, in the dust of the streets. The young man and the young woman have fallen by the sword. You have slain them in the day of your anger. You have slaughtered them without pity. You have summoned the feast day. You have summoned against me terrors on every side. In the Lord of the anger, and no one escaped survived. Those who cared for are reared, and the enemy is destroyed. The enemy is yourself, who have been false prophets, fake prophets, and people who have lied and slandered. Thou shalt not touch thy anointed. Now you will reap the wrath of God. God said no. I basically just opened the page at that page, and the Bible at that page, Holy Bible, given to me by a lady called Jane, and that is the word of the prophecy today, on this day, the 31st, 11:11 on the clock, at the Batcat House on the 31st of August, 2024. Hell have no fury like the wrath of God. You should praise no other and worship no other than the one of the most almighty, your maker, the creator, the one and only God. Worship not and idolize other people. It's all written in prophecy. It's all in the word. That's just one word up for today. Thank you very much. Over and out.